Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the Oxford Motorcycle Hoodie. So if you want to know if it's any good, stay tuned. But first, roll the credits. Okay, welcome back. So what is the Oxford Hoodie all about? Well, the best way to describe it is a really soft, comfortable, what it says on the tin, hoodie really, but it's actually lined with a Kevlar lining. So if you come off the bike, it should offer some protection. One of the benefits about this over some of the competitors, some of the cheaper hoodies that you can get on the market, is that this is 100% lined. So it gives you full coverage all over the top of your torso and arms. What are the downsides? I would say the downsides are that it's not waterproof and it's not windproof. So it is definitely either a liner for a jacket to go on top of it, or it is a summer jacket if you live here in the UK where I'm located at the moment. The quality, I have a love-hate relationship with Oxford. I really like supporting them because they're a British company and I love getting behind homegrown companies. However, I find that the quality is very hit and miss with Oxford. I've had some products that I have had and kept for years and they have been absolutely brilliant, and then I brought other items which, you know, waterproof clothing, they're supposed to have been waterproof, and it turned out it leaked like a sieve. So I think when you're buying Oxford products, what I do is I go online and I research what I'm buying. I look at all the reviews. I don't just look at one, I may look at like 5 to 10 different reviews and then try and get a general picture bracketed from all those different reviews. You have to be careful with reviews. I'm always saying on my channel, don't just take my word for it, because what I like, you may not. We're all different body sizes and shapes. We all want different things and needs from the items that we buy. But I think if you watch 5 to 10 reviews and, you know, 8 of them say, oh, it's not waterproof, then, you know, there's a pretty good chance that it may not be the best thing if you're after a waterproof garment. So with Oxford, very, very hit and miss on the quality control and whether they actually do what it says on the tin. But don't be put off, because when you do get a good Oxford product, they are very, very good and they are very competitively priced, and you're backing a British company. So always give them a look when you're after new motorbike kit. So what do I like about this hoodie? I've already mentioned it. It's so soft to touch. It seems good quality as well. It's been really good. The only issue I had, and I think it was my fault, I don't know if you can see on the camera where I've just had to stitch the cuff back on. I was pulling it over my gloves. It got hooked on my watch strap, and I actually just popped the stitch in a little bit. Which brings me on to how much this will protect you. I'm not going to talk about it now because I'm going to go out on the bike and do a little review of what it's like comfort wise and what it's like to experience wearing this when you're actually riding your motorbike. What I am going to do here now is I will have a look at some of the different competitors that are out there, and we'll compare them like for like and what the differences are price wise and what you get for your money. The one thing that I will say about this hoodie is I really like it. It's an absolutely brilliant piece of kit for summer. It's so comfortable to wear, and although it may not offer the best protection, it's still better than wearing nothing. Okay, so let's just take a little look at the inside of the Oxford hoodie jacket. It feels really well padded. I think the Kevlar or the DuPont, whatever it is, liner inside, I don't know if you can see it through the mesh, that yellow just through the mesh, that is the actual liner that protects you. It feels quite substantial and quite thick. I do have another hoodie that I bought that was a lot cheaper than this one, a non-branded one, and it's half the weight of this, and even though it says it gives you 100% coverage, the lining in it doesn't feel anywhere near as thick or as substantial as what you get inside this Oxford hoodie. It's got nice detailing along the bottom on the inside with the Oxford logo. As I said, it's mesh lined, it's very comfortable. The hood has 2 drawstrings, which, to be honest, are a pain in the neck because they flap around when you're actually riding around on the bike, so you have to remember to tuck them in. And it's got sort of a cotton liner, red liner on the inside of the hood. It's very, very good. The stitching looks absolutely excellent, really high quality inside. The zip is a really robust, heavy duty zip. I can't see any problems coming up in the future with that zip. And again, the cuffs are elasticated, and I'll come on to these when I'm on the bike. We'll have a little discussion about the cuffs. And also at the bottom, the waistline is also elasticated, and again we'll have a little conversation about that when we're out on the bike. Other than that, what can I say? Again, it's got the shoulder protections, it's got the elbow protectors in there as well. There is no back protector in this, and there's no pocket for a back protector. So you would have to buy a sort of external back protector if you wanted back protection with this item. So yeah, what we will do now is we will take a little look at some of the competitors and compare them side by side. Okay, so here we have another British company, Roadskin. This was quite an expensive item, and to be honest, I think that this might offer a little bit more protection than the Oxford one. And the only reason I'm saying that is the liner that's in here is a lot heavier and thicker than the Oxford one. I'm not saying that the Oxford one is substandard or isn't up to the job. I'm just saying that this is a heavier designed hoodie. I don't know whether it's the overall material or whether it's the liner itself, but the liner does feel really thick and robust on this. This is actually a smaller size. I think this is a large, where the other hoodie was, not sure if it's XL or double XL, I can't remember. But this actually feels heavier even though it's a smaller size. You can also see that you have a pouch for a back protector to be put in. You also have the pouches for the shoulder protectors and also for the elbow protectors. The only difference with this hoodie and why I prefer the Oxford hoodie is this one feels quite stiff. It's made of a different material. If you can see here, it's a lot heavier, and I wouldn't say that it's a hard material. It's more like a cotton material, where the hoodie is just the Oxford hoodie is just really, really soft. But like I say again, I think that this material may stand up a little bit better if you had a spill, if you were bounding down the road on your back. I think this would be more robust than the Oxford hoodie. But comfort-wise, this is nowhere near as comfortable as the Oxford hoodie. There's no real stretch in this material, whereas with the hoodie, it's almost like wearing a set of pyjamas. As stupid as that sounds, it just feels, like wearing a fleece, and you get those fleeces that are a little bit stretchy and really soft and snug. Whereas this feels more like, it's not a denim, but it feels almost like a denim type material when you're actually wearing it. Again, it's got thick elasticated cuffs, and again those seem really robust, and again it's got the elasticated the elasticated waist, and again the stitching on it is absolutely bulletproof. That is so thick, that stitching line and that hem, it's unbelievable. So I think this is really high quality. I would say it exceeds the quality of the Oxford hoodie, but comfort wise, I'm not saying this is uncomfortable, I'm just saying that the Oxford hoodie is more comfortable. So, you know, it all depends what you want, whether you value your comfort more than protection. But I have to recommend both of these hoodies, the Road Skin and the Oxford, for different reasons. They're both very, very good quality items, and they are both from British companies. So yeah, Road Skin do loads of things. They do jeans, they do leggings, they do absolutely everything. Fantastic company. Look them up and try and support them if you can. Okay, moving on to the last fleece that I own. Fleece, I keep saying fleece, motorcycle hoodie. This was an eBay bargain basement. I can't remember how much I paid, but I know it was at least half the price of the Road Skin. Now, you can tell a mile off, one, the thickness of this liner that's supposed to be the Kevlar liner or the DuPont, whatever you want to call it. You can tell a mile off that that is a different material. And to be honest, I'm not even sure whether I've been ripped off of this, whether that's just white yellow cotton. I don't know. It doesn't seem, when I stretch it, it really doesn't seem to me as though I'd have much confidence that that is a real genuine product. You can tell in the weight of it, it is lighter than both of the other two. It does have all the features. It has the pocket for a back protector, shoulder protector and elbows, and it is 100% lined like the other two. But yeah, I'm not 100% that this is a genuine item. I think that this may be a copy trying to pass itself off, and that's the reason why I went out and I spent the money on the other two, because I just had no confidence that this was a real item and it was going to keep me safe. Again, just the normal hood with the drawstrings. It's almost like the kind of material that you get tracksuit bottoms made out of. It's very soft, it's very comfortable to wear. Again, the cuffs are elasticated. The sewing and the hem is very good. I would say most probably better than the Oxford one. Again, elasticated waist. They're all designed the same, these types of motorcycling hoodies that you get. But yeah, so be aware that buying cheap may not always be the best product for you, especially if you are relying on this in the event of an accident. I honestly I have my concerns about this item. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it's my own fault because I bought it really cheap, so I should have known better. Okay, we have looked at the Oxford hoodie and two different alternatives. One thing that I forgot to mention about the Road Skin hoodie, and I will put a little picture up here in the corner now. Over time, it lost its colour when it was washed. It went really faded and it looked really tatty and distressed. Now, if you're after that look, that's great. But the Oxford hoodie has held its colour a lot better than the actual Road Skin hoodie. Other than that, we've covered everything we need to cover now on the close-up look. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump on the bike and we're going to do a little road review of the Oxford hoodie while we're out on the road. Just a side note here, I actually started doing this review last year. So the footage on the bike is shot last year. So you may notice a little difference in the seasons. But with that said, let's go to the bike. Let's go. Okay, welcome back everybody. So we've already had a close look at the construction and the quality of the item. So what is it like to actually wear while you're riding? Well, first of all, this is, if you're wearing it as an over jacket like I am now, it is definitely a summer jacket to ride in. It's not a wind stopper, the wind does go through it. I would say that it stops around about 98% of the wind at low speed, about 90% of the wind at motorway speeds. It's very, very comfortable to ride in. It's very stretchy, it's very soft and plush to the touch. It does have the armour in the elbows, and you can feel that slightly when you flex the arm. Again, it's got the shoulder pads in, but it's got no back protector in. No back protector in this jacket. What I can say is you do have the comfort of knowing that you've got the Kevlar liner in. It is 100% lined. Yes, you do have the 100% knowledge and comfort in knowing that you've got 100% coverage of the Kevlar liner inside. Some of these cheap hoodies, they only line certain parts that they think you will come into contact with the road when you come off, whereas the Oxford one, it's 100% coverage on your upper torso. But I think we touched on it earlier. The thing I would be worried about with this jacket is that it's very easy to ride up your arm, because it's a very stretchy and soft material. Same at the waist as well. If you come off and you're sliding down the road, I can see this being dragged up under your chin. So I don't know how much protection in the real world it would actually provide you with. Under a jacket, yes, it's an excellent extra layer of protection to wear under a jacket, definitely. But wearing it on its own as it is now, I take it with a pinch of salt that this jacket's going to offer me a great deal of protection if I come off. Again, waterproofness, there is no waterproofness in this jacket. It will just let the water come through. Never even attempted to test it in the rain, because there's just no point. It's not designed to be waterproof in any way, shape or means. If you live in warmer climates, oh my word, what a fantastic jacket this is. So comfortable to ride in. For the UK, the way I like to use it is, as I'm using it now, is an over jacket, even though I've mentioned the poor protection. It's just so comfortable to ride in, and it's a shame that, you know, I don't get to wear it more often, because everybody knows what the weather's like in the UK, especially in Scotland. So days like this are few and far between. But to wear under a jacket, it would be absolutely spot on. To be honest, I tend not to wear it under a jacket, and the only reason is I have a heated jacket, an electrically heated jacket that I wear underneath from Gerbing. When I wear that, even in the coldest depths of winter in January and February, I only need to wear a t-shirt, perhaps or a thermal lining, you know, one of these skin tight things, and that jacket underneath my textile, and I am perfectly warm. You know, I am absolutely toasty. So that's the reason I don't wear it under a jacket, and I only use it as a summer jacket. But I can guarantee that if I didn't have that Gerbing knitted jacket, I would be making a lot more use of this jacket in the winter as well. This Oxford jacket as a liner inside my textile jacket. So I think that pretty much covers. Wow, this road is absolutely atrocious. There's gravel everywhere, there's potholes everywhere. Just one of the advantages of having a adventure bike. If I'd been on a sports tourer, then that would have shook my teeth out. I think that covers about all the riding aspects of the Oxford Hoodie. Okay, that just about wraps up the review. I hope it's been useful for you. I hope it's given you a little bit of insight into what type of hoodies are out there and what to look for and what to consider when buying a hoodie for your motorcycle. I'd just like to say thank you very much to everybody who's keeping the faith of the channel and returning. Absolutely great. Please smash that like button, and for anybody who's new, please subscribe, smash the like button, take a look on the channel. There is lots of stuff on there. There's a big back catalogue of all things, reviews, bike trips, touring, everything motorcycle orientated. So it would be a real honour if you would help support the channel and help the channel to grow. So all that's left to say, thank you very much for watching. Ride safe, Bike Rider Reviews out.